Hello, guys. Welcome back to our midweek live analysis with Prince Wonder. As usual, the program we're going to be looking into the financial markets, crypto, forex, trying to determine what the market has been doing and where it's likely to go to from here, and how we're going to be reacting to that. All right. So, without further ado, let's just jump into the market. I promised an extensive analysis on BTC, considering the moves it has been making. Lately it's due a special focus. So we see how the market is going, how it's reacting, and how we can make the most of that information. Okay, so I think the first thing we're going to need to do is determine what this is, right? So we had a breakout. Obviously, we've had a really good run. The market, the last time we had a live program, we were hovering around this point. I think we broke below this $22,000 level, and we envisioned a drop to probably 21K or lower. But I think I was more interested in this zone before the breakout down here. So our projection was 21,000, give or take. So we overshot that target and we bottomed out roughly 19,500, right? Now we've had a really quick bounce, and well, from 19,500 straight shot all the way to 26,000. I think we peaked out at 26,500 yesterday. Now, the main question here is, firstly, is this a breakout or a fake out? What are we looking at here? Because I think we closed above 20. Yeah, we didn't close. Okay, well, we closed above our key resistance zone, which is actually the main point, but we were unable to close above $25,000. Now, if you see, most of the move yesterday was actually rejected off of, and most of it was just a week. So there's still a bit of rejection from the market above this price range, which really isn't a problem for a bullish bias because we've had a really large run up. You can see all the way from what 3 4 days ago, 4 days ago actually. So the move has been really rapid. So it's understandable that when we have that kind of big move, there's going to be a correction, especially breaking and taking off out of a major resistance, right? So we had that big move yesterday, and then we rejected and closed below 25K. Now, this is actually the point to beat. This is where we closed below. This is actually the key area for price. This was our last peak where we tried to break out, and so we still closed below that, setting a mild bearish tone. But then it was safe so long as we remain above this red zone, right? So on a slightly larger scale, we're still a little bit bullish. But coming down to a smaller time frame to see how this market is moving. So I failed to check one last confirmation on the daily time frame. Now, on the daily time frame, I mean, this is supposed to be on 4 hours. All right, so this lower high trend has been on the daily time frame, and we broke above that, right? So now breaking above this means we probably would continue trending, probably until we hit our bottom sold range. And so yeah, we're still partially bullish on a higher time frame. That's just basically what that means there. So we're still bullish on a higher time frame. Okay, so this was the trend line. I had to change the time frame. So we broke above that here, which was somewhere about here, right? So we bottomed out and then we took off. Now, on 4 hour charts, obviously we clearly hit overbought, and we actually ranged above there for a couple of hours before the correction and the pull back down. Looking closer, you see how fast that rejection was. As soon as the candle closed, we had a very strong sell, but seems we were holding up above 23, 24, 300, give or take range, this zone here. Let me mark that out. So we're holding up at that zone, but we're still not out of our danger zone if you look at the other side. Although we could actually maintain this level for an extended period, but so long as we're tethering there, unless we break out of a major resistance, we continue to go up. We're going to have a correction. But right now, I'm actually not expecting a correction. I'm looking forward to seeing how the market will react when it pulls back up here. I think to be easier to see when we come down to the 1 hour time frame. All right. So trying to see how we're going to react when we pull back here. So essentially what I'm saying is we're probably going to range here, or this is our trade zone for now until the market gives us a direction. So now two possibilities that exist here is we could either break out of this, and if we break out of this, we're probably going to have a very strong bullish market or bull run above 26.5, probably all the way to 28 K. Okay, probably all the way to 28K. So this is our first resistance to beat. So if we do break out of this, which is around 26,700, we do break out of this, then we're heading up to this yellow zone, which is roughly 29, $30,000 level, or our base here, which is around 28K. So this is actually going to be our first support to meet. It was the base of the consolidation we had around June last year. So this is actually where we're going to. This is going to be our first dilemma. So if we do break out 26.5, we're going to be heading all the way up to um, 28K. But firstly, in order to, before we can determine if that's going to happen, we need to see how the market reacts here. Ultimately, the breakout of 26.65 is going to confirm that for us, but what happens here is going to tell us if we're even going to test 26.5 or not. All right, so the other possibility is coming back within this zone, right? So coming back $23,000, it's still just going to be a breakout retest, and that bullish continuation is still going to be very possible even within this zone. So either way, we have our fingers crossed. But personally, I'm actually seeing more chances of a breakout from here. But firstly, we need to consolidate here because well, we're going to need a correction at least. If you look at the candles that are forming, you see a lot of indecisiveness in the market. Doji. This is going to close in 23 minutes. Still another doji, right? So that's a lot of indecisiveness in this market. This top, bottom, close in the middle, pretty much the same thing here. So we're consolidating within that tight range. So what happens in that range will tell us what we're going to go to next. Okay, even on the 1 hour time frame, you can see all the wicks, and it's just all that indecisiveness in this small price range, right? So watch that, see how it goes. So either way, personally I'm bullish, but for further confirmation, I'm waiting for to see how the market reacts at this 25 $200 range. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at alternate coins, see how they are going to be doing. They've actually done very well the last couple of days naturally. So let's see. Okay, so I hope you guys took the sell on ICP. I think I failed to update this after it played out. All right, so obviously we're at a resistance here. Question: do we have a divergence? Okay, no divergence here. Not seeing anything definite here. All right, so I think I'll just watch this one, see how it plays out. Let's see. Looks like all these alternate coins have all the same setups. All right, let me see if I can dig up any further information. All right, so this is a range. I think the same thing is on what was that, ICP? We had the same setup on ICP. That's sort of the same setup on ICP. So if we're going to be following this pattern, we'll be expecting a mild bullish continuation. And looking at the RSI, it sort of agrees. So a small bullish continuation, nothing serious, just a quick move back. We just set our TP at this range. So we still have a good one ratio 1.2, 4.5%. You can trade this on spot or futures. Either way, it's actually really nice. So this is Solana. Oh, by the way, guys, you can always send in your pairs you want me to look at, and I'll take a look at them for you. Okay, I think I actually even prefer this than the last two analysis. Just a small bullish continuation. We're resting at minor support, TP here. More ratio 1.4, but not all that entirely terrible. So we could just take this really quick. It's not that bad. AVAX. Okay, pretty much we have the same setup here on Mana, at least on the lower time frame anyways. Looks like our RSI unanimously has formed a base around 50, right? Formed the base around 50. So 50 bots, 50 bots, 50 bots, or 50 again. So naturally, we'll expect the same pattern to keep repeating itself. So we just take another small buy, see how it goes. Provided the odds are all right, we shouldn't have a problem. Okay, so our TP will just be within that range. Slightly better odds than the last analysis. All right, so that's for this. Okay, lights come. Okay, so I haven't touched this in a while. I'm just going to start the analysis afresh. Okay, so the trend here actually is pretty linear, nothing complex. Typical support and resistance bounce reversals and stuff. Okay. All right, so typically this actually looks a bit like a breakout retest, but we're still having a strong bearish reaction there. This actually seems like it has broken a little below its trend, or it's breaking below its trend. I wouldn't be taking a buy on this one actually. I think I'll wait and see how it reacts there because it looks like it's starting to break its previous cycle pattern. So um, one thing you need to realize is, in as much as these patterns tend to repeat themselves, the trend tends to break as well. So if the trend is going to break or it looks like it's going to break, it's best to just allow it rather than try to force your way through it. Okay, so what I just did is simply break down my support and resistance into the smaller ranges since I'm dealing with a lower time frame. All these alternate coins charts really just look alike. They're operating the same pattern. So if we're going with what we saw on the breast, possibly a small bullish move here. Although I'm really not that comfortable. Okay, seems the order actually better than I expected, but I don't know. Just feel off about this one. But anyways, should it play out? This is actually what we're expecting, but I'm not feeling all that good about this one, so I won't be taking it. Okay, PNT. Hmm. Okay, I think this one is clear to a certain extent. Hmm. Nice trade, bad odds. So do with it as you will. Okay, so this actually feels like a buy. Okay, so basically what I have here is pretty much a range that this market tends to trade at. Um, Block here, see that little block range here. Now it seems like we're doing the same thing here. Study other blocks to make a little more sense to you. All right. So basically, what we're doing here is we're broken above this key level, hit the top, retest midway, we're back there. Possibly we could go up from here or back down here, but based off what I'm seeing here, it looks like we're more bullish than bearish. So I'm just going to lean on that upside. Tight stop loss. This actually has better odds than everything I've worked on this morning. Like I said, it's going to be bullish. Sometimes they just look good from the start. All right, CTXC, my old favorite pair. Okay, so this has already printed a bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. But let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so this is undoubtedly a sell, at least back down here. So just watch that. On the 4 hour chart, looks like we haven't reversed yet, but we're definitely seeing that strong rejection to this level. So it's undoubtedly a sell, unless by some miracle it reverses. But that's that. Okay, so let's take a look at the forex market. That's enough of crypto and see what's happening there. Okay, so this was our last analysis that played out. Now, at the key resistance, sadly we didn't catch this early, but we could still take a short-term trade. Let's see if the odds are okay. Yes, stop loss slightly above there. Nah, bad odds, but definitely this it looks like US is going to gain over the next couple of hours, but yeah, it's, the market is already far gone to trade. I'm guessing it's pretty much going to be the same across all these other pairs. So, let's take a look at something different. Okay, looks like we could catch this one early. Okay, yeah, definitely looks like we can catch this one early. Okay. All right, so we could definitely catch this. Okay, like I said, looks like we have two options here. Personally, based off what I'm seeing on this RSI, I'll definitely wait to see the market all the way up here. I won't be taking a sell from here. So let's wait to see how it reacts to this zone. With how fast it's moving, probably later today, we'll definitely have a confirmation. So best to take a sell from within that range back to where it is now, right? So just a short sell. Yeah, this one is good there. So short sell Euro JPY back to 144.64. That's roughly 65 pips, give or take. So just wait over the next two or three candles. We should see it up there and get a sell confirmation. GBP AUD breakout retest possible bullish continuation. Let's see where the next resistance is. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a big deal. All right, so this yellow zone has been what its key resistance since it broke below it in May. Okay, March 2020. So 1 year we've been trading below this zone. If this actually flips out and turns into a major resistance, it's going to be a very, very interesting period for GBP AUD. But still looking like we're halfway in, halfway out, possible fake out. So, but anyways, on the short term, we will take a small bullish move. Like I just said about other blocks, looks like we formed one here. So we could trade that block, although it's already halfway in, but you get the distant one ratio one. I don't trade that, but you could if you want to. So this is another block. So either way, however we react to this block would actually determine the next couple of months for GBP AUD. We stay above it. We have a very sweet buy continuation sequence for GBP AUD. We break below it. It's going to be a very tedious next couple of months with sells and sell and sell. Okay, so this is another point of interest I'm going to point out here. I work with the RSI and price action, so deal with it. So this is a point of interest for here. When the RSI hits that point, we're going to determine if we're going to have that bullish continuation or we're going to drop down. So either ways, I'm guessing that's still going to be around here. So that still gives additional confirmation for the buy, right? So do with this as you see fit. But like I said, the odds are not good enough for me to enter. Okay, so the most dreadful pair ever to come into the forex market, in my opinion, gold. I don't like trading gold. Well, obviously, the USD is definitely on a strong spiral. Do we have any high impact news coming in later? Come in, let me check. 15. Okay, so we have an entire sequence of fundamentals scheduled for the US dollar at 1:30 today. So perhaps that might be part of the reason why we're seeing all of this. So obviously, those should be teetering towards a sell, or they should at least support the sell buyers, anyways. But anyways, that's that. Like I said, I don't really like gold at all, like at all. So I'm just going to avoid the gold analysis. All right, guys. So this is what we have today. So BTC mostly bullish, partially bearish. Alternate coins, definitely some bullish, some bearish, depending on the pair you're looking at. The forex market, obviously, the USD is on a buy run, and so forth. So do with this as you see fit. Enjoy your trading, make money, have a great week, and enjoy yourself.